Hey guys, this is Mads from Leaf Outdoors. Today I'll be showing you a handful of skills that could make your life easier in an outdoors hiking, camping or bushcraft situation. Today we will be talking about setting up shelter using a tarp. We'll be talking about a few different ways of starting a fire with different materials and different skills. I will be talking about and showing you how to make char cloth. I'll be showing you an easy knot to tie down your equipment. And lastly, I'll be looking into one of the key parts of survival in my opinion, and that's the mental aspect. So stay tuned. Okay, first then, let's look into the cover. For this you will need a tarp, you'll need a stake. You can use whatever, but I just cut this down. You'll need some tent pegs. I usually bring an old t-shirt. This is just a worn out t-shirt of mine. And this is nice because I can use it as a backup piece of clothing. But this also is usable because I can make char cloth out of it. This is a cotton t-shirt, so I can make char cloth out of this one. But this also has a practical use for setting up this shelter. But let me show you. Just a quick tip. Take out your tarp and put it up against the wind. And the wind will help you take it out, and then you just pull it towards the ground and pull the corners, just like that. And then I will secure the end corners with my tent stakes, like that. And just a quick tip, when you're working with your tent stakes, put them in with an angle. Then they're able to take a lot more without pulling off the ground. Then I take one corner and I pull it up towards the middle. It's easy to see on my tarp because I have this black strip. And then I pull the tarp backwards. And then I fasten my tent stake right here. Then I take the other corner and I also fasten it with this tent stake, just like that. So this will be my entrance, and now I need the stake that I made, and this will be put as a center post. And this is why I need my, you can do it without, but it's nice to have some insulation between the stick and the tarp so that it doesn't break. So I just like to put my shirt like this, and then I'll just go inside. Let's just try and go in. If you want to make this even better, you can put a stake in the end here to secure the corner, and then you can stake down the rest of the tent. Then you will have more room inside the tent, but this is perfectly fine. This will take care of the wind, it will take care of the rain, and this is a perfect shelter for me to stay in. I make sure if I need to do something in here, cook on my small stove, that the air is able to flow. This is really important. I don't know how good these recordings will be. Yeah, but at least I tried. A simple tarp, and now I have my shelter. I have a small tent. So I'll be starting a fire here in a minute on my Bushcraft Essential bush box, or whatever you call it, small stove. I'll be showing you flint and steel today, a lighter. I'll be showing my Phoenix fireballs. For those of you who haven't seen them, they are made out of Vaseline with a cotton pad soaked inside. And then I'll be showing you the ferro rod. I'll also be showing you a small modification that I made to my knife and why I did it. And as I told you, I made a small modification to this knife. I just took a file and then I grinded down the coating, the black coating on this knife, so that I could get the metal exposed. These are my, I'm not quite sure if they have another name, but I just call them Phoenix fireballs. These are some that I made. I also made them in another video. So if you want to watch that, I'll just make a link up in the corner and you can go watch how to make these. These are made of Vaseline and cotton pads and of course cargo tape. You can do two things. You can take your knife and strike like this, or you can put the knife down and you can take your striker and you can pull it towards you like that. This is just a preference, how you like to do it. As you can see, this is already ignited. Let's just put it down. So these burns for a long time. They're really great starting fires. So keep that in mind if you're going out. They're easy to make. So modifications to your knife, so you can use it with your ferro rod, just a plain old lighter, or some of the Phoenix fireballs. Yeah, it's up to you guys, but this is my standard setup when I go out. But let's get the fire going, so I can show you how to use how to make char cloth and how to use this setup. This is just prepared with my axe. You can do a lot of things to prepare this to get an easy fire. I like to sometimes just take my axe and strike it several times to get the small pieces and fibers to, and this will catch fire more easy. This is just a primitive and easy way of making a feather stick. If you don't know what a feather stick is, it is something you can make to start your fire easier. I'm not by any means an expert in making feather sticks, but let me just show you how I usually do it. This is one of those skills that takes a lot of practice, and I'm not there yet, but I'm getting better every time I go out. You probably get the point. This is just a stick with some small shavings that will ignite really easy. And the finer you make this, the easier it is to ignite, for example, with a ferro rod or a lighter. But this is really important to master this. I'm not there yet, I'm still working on it. But if you do these feather sticks right, and you do a couple of them, then your success rate for starting the fire is gonna enhance greatly. Like that. And then I need to fuel this immediately. You will need your metal box with a hole punched somewhere, and then I need to strip some of the t-shirt from the inner pole. I'll just get that, 1 second. And if you're not sure what your t-shirt is made of, then usually inside of the t-shirt there is a label like this one, and then you can just check it. Let's see, what does it say? Yeah, I don't know if you guys can see it. 95% cotton. So this is perfectly fine. Yeah, I'm not gonna use all the t-shirts, so I'll just take the ends and pull them together, just like that. And then I'll take it down here and I will cut this like this. Now you have these small strips of cotton. Then you just take them, put them down here, and you'll just place it on top of this. And there it needs to sit for quite some time. This from the small hole, it will start smoking, and then it will be flames. And when it shuts off, then it's usually done. While we wait on this to get ready, let me just show you the next tip. And this is a tip where I use paracord or just some sort of cordage. And for example, it could be my tarp that I need to take down and secure before putting it on my backpack or something like that. As I told you, if you need a long piece of paracord, don't do this. But if you have extra paracord, then this is a nice little trick. You just make it 2 even ends, take your knife, cut it apart, and then you take each of the paracord and you take the ends and let them meet so that you have this loop. Let me just do that with both of them. like that. Then you take your loops and put them around. Now you make the knot. I don't know what it's called, but this is how it's made. So you make a knot that looks like this. You take the paracord and you wrap it around to form this loop. Then you take your ends. The first you put in from one side and the next from the other side, just like that. And then you tighten this up, and now you have two ends you can pull. And when you pull this, this will tighten itself, just like that, as you can see. And this won't come up. At least you can just pull these ends to loosen it, just like this. And if you need to tighten it, you just pull them apart. Yeah, but let me show you the trick about having two. You could use one, but let me show you why I use two. So you take the other piece of paracord and do the exact same, just like this. Then you take your ends from one side and the other from the other side. Then you tighten this up, just like that, and then you pull the ends. So this is nice and secure. Then you take the ends, and depending on how long you want this to be, you can just make a simple knot that's easy to come apart again, and then you have a handle. And this is also usable for carrying firewood or whatever you need to carry. These knots are really good. They're easy to do, and they secure the equipment really well. This was tip number 4. Let's go back and check out the char cloth if it's ready. It's gonna be interesting if the char cloth had enough heat. So while this is getting going, let's go and check out the last tip. So guys, while the char cloth is heating up and hopefully getting ready, I'll just introduce you to the last part of the video. The fifth, and for me, the most important part of survival. That's the mental game. You can have a lot of gear, you can have a lot of skills, but if you're not working mentally, then things will be hard. The last part today will be a breathing exercise. This is something I've used a lot in my line of work, and this is something a lot of people use to clear their minds and to take back control of their body and their head. I'll be talking about box breathing. This breathing exercise contains of 4 parts. Part 1, you inhale air for 4 seconds. Part 2, you hold your breath for 4 seconds. Part 3, you exhale for 4 seconds. And part 4, you hold your breath for 4 seconds again. And this is a method that is repeatable, and it's known and shown that if you're in a high stress situation where your pulse is high, adrenaline is pumping, and you're struggling with keeping control of yourself, your body and your mind, then this is a crucial exercise that could help you and pull you back into a state where you like to be and where you're able to do rational things. So guys, I'll just be counting and showing, and if you like, you could try doing this exercise with me. And if you have a watch that can measure pulse, then maybe try and look the pulse before and after. This works. I've used it a lot of times in a lot of difficult situations, high stress situations with high stress environments. So try this out. To me, this is a crucial part of being outside, being alive, being a person. And that's the part of taking back control if you're starting to lose it. But let's start. As I told, the first part, inhale for 4 seconds, hold your breath for 4 seconds, exhale for 4 seconds, and hold your breath for 4 seconds. Before we start, I would like to state that if your pulse is high, you've been running, carrying things, or doing whatever, then maybe 4 seconds is a lot of time to hold your breath. You can also do this for 2 seconds. This will also help you regain control of your body. But let's try this out. If you're ready, inhale for 2, 3, 4. Hold your breath, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold your breath, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold your breath, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold your breath, 2, 3, 4. You can do this circle again and again. Obviously, if you're in an environment where you need to do something, then you can't do it forever. But do this 2 to 4 times. This will drastically help you regain control of your body and your mind. Let's go check out the Char Cloth. So let's just check it out. Hopefully it has had enough heat. It looks okay. You can usually tell when it comes apart like this, then it's usually ready. But let's try one out. And the trick with this is to take a part of the Char Cloth, in this case the t-shirt. Then you put it on your flint, where the sharp side is, like this, and tug it in with your fingers. So when I strike with my flint, it will make sparks, and the sparks will ignite the Char Cloth. But let's try it out. Hvad fanden er det for noget pis? But this is just a note to myself. This flint is not really good. But I just found this one. This is really sharp, and this will throw a lot of sparks. But this time I will actually try and put the Char Cloth beneath the striker. So hopefully it will catch some of the sparks. So just like that, this worked a lot better. So sometimes when things aren't working, just take a break, take a second, and review. Why isn't this working? Is it me? Is it the gear, the equipment, or is it or why isn't this working for me? But let me just show you how you can use the Char Cloth to start a fire. And just like that, we have a fire. But let's just try and ignite this again, just to make sure that it wasn't luck. Just like that, Char Cloth is ignited. So note to self, don't take the Char Cloth on this side, and don't use a flint that doesn't have a sharp edge. At least use one with a sharp edge, and then put the Char Cloth beneath. So guys, that's it for me today. I hope you enjoyed, learned something new. If not, just had fun. As always, I'll see you in the next one. Mads from Leaf Outdoors, signing out. Have a great day.